pretty lies. Look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if
The other day I was thinking, aka cringing, about the fact that why did I wear a choker back in 2010 in like Tumblr-esque way? And why does it have a literal chokehold, pun intended, on the teenagers of my generation? Because chokers have one of the most insane histories of accessories ever. Like this thing being worn by literal Egyptians, people during French Revolution, Victorian queens, grunge punk rock bands in the 90s, and eventually during Tumblr 2014 era. And here's the thing that actually made me wanna do this video. Chokers have been always existing between these two spaces of classy and elegant and kind of scandalous. So today we're gonna discover how these things made all the way from Egyptian pharaohs to your local Claire, and how the internet completely changed what it meant to wear one. Let's get into it. Okay, so chokers are old. Like, we're talking 2500 BC. Ancient Sumerians and Egyptians wore these thick gold chokers as a symbol of power and protection. They were a status thing. If you had a choker, you were important. Fast forward to the 1500s, and Boleyn, yeah, Henry VIII's second wife who got beheaded, she wore this iconic pearl choker with a bee pendant, which is kind of dark in retrospect considering what happened to her neck later, but anyway, here where it gets dark. During the French Revolution in the 1790s, people started wearing thin red ribbons around their neck as chokers, but not for fashion reasons. They were literally mocking the people who got guillotined. Like, okay, imagine wearing a ribbon to reference mass execution. The Victorian era is where chokers got really messy in terms of meaning. So, in the 1860s, if you saw someone wearing a choker, there was a good chance they were an S worker. There's literally this famous painting called Olympia by Manet. It's a woman wearing a black choker. The choker meant something specific, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, literal royalty was wearing chokers. Princess Alexandra of Wales had this scar on her neck from surgery, so she started wearing chokers to hide it. And because she was royalty, suddenly everyone wanted to wear chokers. This is important because chokers always existed in this duality. It's never been one thing, it always was high and low, scandalous and respectable, expensive and cheap. Okay, so chokers kind of disappeared for a while, but then 70s happened. Rock stars like Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie, Mike Jagger, they all started wearing chokers, which was kind of groundbreaking because it made them a gender-neutral thing. Like, guys could wear them too and it was cool and androgynous. But the real comeback? It was the 90s. If you were alive during 90s era, you exactly know what I'm talking about. The stretchy black plastic tattoo choker. You know the one. It was in every gumball machine. It costed like $1 and everyone had it. Melissa Joan Hart wore them on Sabrina. The Olsen twins wore them. Britney Spears wore them. Drew Barrymore, Kate Moss, Gwen Stefani, everyone. And that's why I think they blew up. They were edgy without being like too edgy. You could wear one and be a little bit goth, a little bit punk, a little bit alternative, but you weren't committing to like the full look. And also, they were cheap, like dirt cheap, so everyone can participate. The 90s was all about this angsty, rebellious energy. Okay, 2014 Tumblr. If you know, you know. This is when soft grunge became a thing. And the soft grunge meant like still grunge, but a little bit pastel colors to it. It was flower crowns and chokers, but Dr. Martens and oversized flannels, and that very specific desaturated visco filter look. By 2015, grunge was one of the most blocked fashion item on Tumblr. It was everywhere. And the choker were essential to the look, like you could not be a soft grunge and not wearing a choker. It was part of the starter pack, along with fishnet ties or fishnets under ripped jeans, flannel shirt tied around your waist, Dr. Martens or platform creepers, band tee, bonus point if you didn't actually listen to the band, but shh. Some kind of oversized denim jacket, septum piercing or fake septum ring. There was also pastel goth, which was the same vibe but with more pink and purple and kawaii elements mixed in. Here's the thing about Tumblr aesthetic. It was supposed to be a visual shorthand. Like, you could look at someone and immediately know their whole personality based on what they were wearing. The choker wasn't just an accessory, it was a statement. Like, I belong to that particular subculture. I get it. So, chokers were bubbling up on Instagram and Tumblr in 2014, 2015, right? But 2016 was when it exploded into the mainstream. Like, suddenly, everyone was wearing chokers. Beyonce wore 3 at once in the Formation music video. Rihanna was wearing them. Kendall Jenner literally never left the house without one. Paparazzi photos, red carpets, casual coffee runs, chokers all the time. Kylie Jenner had her whole King Kylie era with the blue hair and dark lips, and chokers, and it was everywhere. That was the look. Because of that, high fashion designers started to making chokers as well. Alexander Wang put chokers in his fall 2016 runway show. But at the same time, you could go to H&M or Forever 21 and get the same look for like $3. The gap between high fashion and fast fashion practically disappeared. A celebrity could wear a designer choker on the red carpet, and the next day, every mall in America had a dupe. There was this tweet, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was something along the lines of wearing a shoelace as a choker. It went viral because, yeah, people were wearing shoelace as a choker. There's also this whole BDSM/collar association that people were talking about. By 2016, chokers gone from Tumblr subculture to literally everywhere. Like your mom probably owned a choker in 2016. This is how mainstream it was. Here's the thing about internet trends. They die as fast as they blew up. By late 2016, early 2017, people started to have choker fatigue. It was too mainstream. It was literally everywhere. The thing that made it cool, like to be a part of Tumblr subculture, it was gone. When everyone from your teacher to your grandma was wearing choker, it's not really a subculture anymore. It's not a niche. The edginess disappeared and it became basic. But the wild thing about chokers, they keep coming back. Like every 20-30 years, chokers have a resurgence. Some people said that chokers become popular when the neckline dip, when people are started showing more chest and collarbones. Chokers come back to frame that area. But I think there's something else about it too. Chokers has always been about tension. This is very vulnerable and delicate, but kind of dangerous all at once. They are decorating the most fragile part of your body. They reference sex and power and beauty and vulnerability and all of this at the same time. And the meaning keeps changing. The Victorian era had that dual meaning, royalty and sex workers. The 90s were about rebellion and anti-establishment vibes, and 2014 Tumblr turned it into an aesthetic, an identity marker, a way to signal who you were online. Chokers are fascinating because it could mean everything and nothing at the same time. They've been as symbols of power, as symbols of death, as symbols of royalty, and as symbols of being 2014 Tumblr girl. The same objects keep getting reused by different generations, and every time it means something else. Will chokers come back again? Probably. Fashion is a cycle. But when they do, they will mean something new again, because that's kinda the whole point. Anyway, that's a choker deep dive. If you live through any of the era, please let me know in the comments, except maybe Victorian one, because I would be concerned. And if you still have your tattoo choker from 90s or velvet choker from 2016, you're a real one. If you like this, please like and subscribe for more internet nostalgia and deep dives. I'll see you in the next video. Bye besties!